Hello guys, welcome back. I'm going to be doing another reading for you guys today. And what I wanted to focus on for this reading is the magic that's coming in for the divine feminine. So we are definitely going to use the magical activations deck. We are going to use the Angel Guide Oracle. We are going to use my beloved Hero's Journey Oracle. This has got to be the coolest deck. It was a gift from one of our beloved divine feminines, and it's just such a cool deck. It's so unique. Let's go ahead and use the secret language of animals. I love my animal decks. Yeah, so let's start with these 4 decks, feminines, and let's definitely tap into the energies of magic for this winter solstice, especially for my beloved divine feminines. Let's start with the animal deck here, the Secret Language of Animals Oracle. Beautiful. Let me know how you guys are doing today. Are you feeling the need to go within like I did today? I went to a yoga class, I came home, I did some things around the house, did some self-care and some self-love, and now I'm just really surrendering to the energy. So let me know how you guys are feeling. It definitely feels like that need to control that the feminines have experienced, like that is, for some of the collective, has really diminished, and you're just really now like you're just sitting in your power, not even standing, you're just sitting, you're having a break with this energy, and you're definitely just embracing the shift that's happening. So it doesn't mean that it's going to be this, now for some of you it could be like miraculous, it could be something that happens very quickly, but for others of you it's going to feel like it's happening slowly, and you're just going to start to feel an ease. You're going to start to feel like an easing up of the heaviness and the density. You're going to start to feel like you're walking into the 5D. And maybe it'll be like every day you experience it for a few minutes a day. It might not be something like you're experiencing it every moment of every day. Some people are in the 5D, some people are headed towards the 5D, and some people have one toe and one foot in the 5D. Okay, so, and you might still be oscillating back and forth between 3D and 5D, and that's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong way to do this, okay, to be alive right now. You are a part of this amazing creation, a part of this incredible time here on earth, and we are stepping into an age of air where we will be shifting our thoughts and our thought processes and the way in which we perceive, the way in which we communicate to each other, the way in which we speak to each other. And it's going to feel more and more like we are floating in another dimension. So it's going to be imperative that we do ground ourselves and that we do really honor this physical vessel, this physical body, right? This meat suit that we're in, and realize that you are not the body. You are not the body. You are the soul that lives in the body. The body is simply just, you drape it over your soul essentially, and it's a sheath, right? To cover your soul, to protect it, but we are not the body. So you want to love your body, embrace your body, but also detach from the body. I don't want to say detach from the body, but understand that you are so much more than this physical vessel, okay? And let's start off with this first card from the Secret Language of Animals. We have Lizard, Tuatara, Dreaming, Sight, Knowledge, Hidden Gifts. I don't know if Tuatara is like a special lizard. I'm not really a lizard fanatic. Oh, actually, that's not true. I love lizards, but I'm not really a lizard. I don't really know I don't know a lot about them. I love them. I love geckos. I love lizards. Actually, I just had a gecko in my carport tonight. But this is the energy, it's earth energy first and foremost. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn being highlighted here. And this is definitely, dreaming has been intensified recently and will continue to intensify. There's going to be a lot of prophetic dreaming, prophetic visions coming through. And this is also that clairvoyancy, that sight that's coming through here. So a lot of people will be stepping into their clairvoyant roles, their clairvoyancy, that magic of being able to see clearly, uncovering hidden gifts, at this time. And okay, so this is a New Zealand lizard, Tuatara. Interesting. It sounds like a princess name or something. It sounds very royal, very regal. It's the last surviving species of an ancient order of reptiles that lived along with dinosaurs 225 million years ago. Referred to as primitive and thought by many to be a living fossil. In truth, Tuatara's pace of evolution is more advanced than any other animal, which is why it has survived for so long. It takes up to 35 years to reach maturity. Are they speaking of the human male? I'm just kidding. I can help myself. Just kidding. I love the divine masculines. I love you guys. I love you. It can live beyond 100. So this is longevity. I feel like we're stepping into this age of Aquarius where there will be sudden, cures, miraculous cures that come up for cancer. And, we don't yet have the cure, right, for AIDS, HIV. Yet somehow miraculously we have the cure. Just kidding. I'm not going to say it. You guys know where I'm going. So, anywhooser, but gotta be slick. So, what I feel here is that this particular animal represents a deeper place within us, that divine knowing. I mean, think about this connection to dinosaurs, the divine knowing, the divine being, the divine seeing. And this is like that ancient call of your spirit. You remember the rattle that came up for the masculines yesterday in the reading? I feel like this is for the feminines. This is like the equal energy, the rattle call of the soul, and awakening any of those abilities that have been dormant, that have laid dormant for quite some time. So feminines, whatever that is for you, if you're not sure what it is, don't worry, don't stress, it'll come to you. You're going to be able to understand. It's just gonna be this knowing that comes to you. This is what I should be doing. This is my role. This is my mission here. This role that you came here to play in this lifetime is predetermined before you incarnated into this body. Okay, so there is a specific energy and you chose to incarnate as that specific energy, and it's different for each and every one of us, and that's our uniqueness. So this is about detaching from the everyday, detaching from the daily tasks and habits, brushing our teeth, getting up, making breakfast, putting gas in the car, going to work, those sort of things. Detaching from that and connecting, as you detach from the daily world, connecting to this deeper soul contract that you have with this life that you came here to fulfill. It's about your mission. Feminines, it's about your mission. And understand, there's no need to rush, take your time. I mean, this lizard takes 35 years to mature, so take your time. There's no need to rush. There's no need to worry. It's definitely time to embrace all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you can be, and to really allow yourself to shine, to step into the spotlight, which is going to take time. Discovering your soul gifts and stepping into that soul role. I like that, soul role. It could be like soul roll, R-O-L-L, or soul roll, R-O-L-E, right? So let's find out where the feminine is at on her journey. Spirit, where is the feminine at on her journey? Ocean of emotion. Some of you may be feeling a lot of heavy emotions. You may be getting hit hard by your emotions today. Find a safe place to express your true feelings. Right, this is like very watery energy. This is sort of like, it reminds me of watercolor with the blurriness here. Nothing is necessary. Maybe for this group of feminines who are resonating with this card, it could be that you feel like nothing makes sense right now. Everything is sort of a blur and your emotions might be all over the place. You might just feel like you're a puddle of emotion. Very watery energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So we have the earth energy, the water energy, and be kind to yourself. Okay, be compassionate to yourself. Allow yourself to feel those emotions. Don't suppress them. Don't push them down. Don't say you'll deal with them tomorrow. It's really, we're in a slowing down period of the year. It's time to slow down, guys. It's time to embrace this time of surrender. This is the time of the divine feminine when we come upon the holiday season, because it's asking you, this time calls on us and asks us to truly, truly surrender, to allow ourselves to rest, to allow ourselves to take time off work, to allow ourselves to just be, and to choose who you want to spend time with, right? Why? Like, why am I spending time with these people? Do they lift me up? Do they illuminate me in some way or my path, or do they bring me down? Questions. The other energy that the feminines are embracing, because I feel like there are two groups here, is you've won the lottery, make room for wonderment. So this is about the other group of feminines who have already gone through this emotional stage, this emotional part, and they're now stepping into this energy of, okay, everything is good, everything is groovy. Like, there's this energy of dancing with life and being amazed and allowing yourself, right? Giving yourself permission to be amazed by life. That's the thing, is we don't often give ourselves permission. We often hold ourselves back from experiencing life or experiencing joy or abundance. This is the energy of saying, you know what? Life is miraculous. Life is beautiful. Feeling that gratitude and allowing yourself, look at all the space that she's taking up here. She's allowing herself to take up a lot of space. That's what I want you feminines to focus on. Take up space. We're here to take up space. We're here to grow. We're here to be seen. We're here to be heard. We're here to be acknowledged. We're here to be respected. We're here to be committed to. We're here to be loyal to. You can ask for all of it. You don't have to diminish yourself to please others or make others comfortable any longer. And you'll never have to do that again. So make room for wonderment. Don't sometimes the everyday becomes so mundane, especially for us who are from, another world, another place, another time, that we sort of seek outs, right? Or we seek like distractions. I feel like this is about it's not about distracting yourself. It's about appreciating exactly where you are. And from the Magical Dimensions deck, or Magical Activations deck. Magical Dimensions. I call it, I have like 5 names for this deck. We have Illumination, Expression, Positivity, Joy, Inspiration. This came up yesterday. So illuminating the path, feminines. Your path is being illuminated. Everything. Your emotions are being highlighted here. Joy and wonderment. Okay. Illuminating the path, right? The hidden gifts. Illuminating those hidden gifts. And then we have the energy, the essence of the divine feminine, the high priestess energy, intuition, self-worth, understanding that you're on your path, understanding that you have so much to offer to this world. I think that was heart chakra. No, destiny. Aligning with your destiny, feminines, divine purpose. I've done a lot of those purpose readings, high purpose destiny readings, the North Node readings, the blueprint readings for 2021. I've done a lot of those. I did a lot of North Node readings this year for you guys. And this is about your destined path, not the fated path that society or your family or your parents chose for you, but this is the destined path, the path of your soul. This is all about this energy, the lizard energy of understanding that you're here, that it's been scripted, it's been written out for you long before you incarnated, and you were a part of that incarnation. You were a part of that scripting. Living out your divine purpose. Look, we have more unicorn energy. Remember the other day I was talking about, it was a Knight of Swords, I believe. I'm almost positive it was a Knight of Swords. And I said, oh, they're on a fucking unicorn. Like, what more do you want, right? For fuck's sake. Look, we have the unicorn energy for the divine feminines, traveling over for the divine feminines, and realizing that you are pure magic. Magic surrounds you, divine feminine. You are the high priestess. What you wish you can manifest. You have the energy here of, that's actually the Bengal tiger. When I used to go to zoos, when I used to support that because I didn't know any better, when I was little, I remember we had white Bengal tigers at the Miami Zoo. And I remember thinking, they were so incredibly beautiful. They're so beautiful. But now that I know better, I do not support zoos. I do not support enslavement of people or animals. However, The energy of the tiger, speaks of it's the energy of, let's actually pull tiger up here. Let's see. I believe there's a tiger card. I feel there's an energy of ferociousness, fire energy. There's some really interesting animals in this deck. Maybe it's not in here. It's not your typical animal deck, so it might not be in here. Lion. Snow leopard. No tiger. Okay. That's okay. So the energy of, I do see but it's a gentle ferociousness, similar to the lion energy. It's a gentle ferociousness, but there's an intensity in the eyes of this animal, right? There's a surrender energy here, surrendering to your destiny, and surrendering to the path. And here there's an intensity, there's a dedication, there's a devotion energy in that tiger's eyes. He's looking straight at you, as if his eyes could look straight through you. So this is the energy of majestic eminence, majestic power, right? High priestess energy. This is the divine feminine, just sitting there in all her worth and all her power, sitting on her throne, resting, playing with her magic, playing with her gifts, right? This energy of uncovering those hidden gifts, letting them come to the surface, letting them be seen, letting them be discovered. And without this fear of what others might think, what others might say, how others might peg you into a certain role or a label or a title, she doesn't care. She's simply existing in her own world, okay? And the only thing that matters here, there's some fairy energy coming through here too, so definitely some earth energy. You can pick up on the fairy energy when you're gardening, okay, when you're out amongst the trees, you're out in nature in an open field and hills and places like that. So there's this energy here of this childlike essence as well. Remembering what you wanted to be when you were a little girl and allowing that playfulness, that laughter, that joy, that giddiness to come through, because that's going to take you all the way through to your destiny, divine feminine. It will, I promise. Your inner child has a lot of wisdom, and she doesn't have the self carries about playing, about, well, maybe she does, but if she's healed or if she's on her way to healing, she doesn't carry that judgment about joy and happiness and freedom and just, enjoying being herself. She doesn't carry that energy with her, around her, through her. What advice do you have for the divine feminine spirit? Surrender. Yep. Very much picking up on that energy. Very much the energy of surrender. Surrendering to this path. Surrendering to your divine purpose, your destiny. Surrendering to your gifts and your powers. Surrendering to your emotions. There's a guardian angel I'm picking up on here for many of you, actually. Not just some of you. Many of you have a guardian angel. And for a lot of people, it's a grandparent or a great-grandparent, whether you met them in this physical lifetime or not. And they're here to watch over your journey and your path with their benevolent spirit. They're also here to connect you to deeper dimensions and higher realms, to make sure that you know that you are a part of something greater than yourself, so that you don't get too stuck in the 3D matrix. I feel like the signs and synchronicities are going to be ramping up, absolutely ramping up here. And then we have the energy of divine timing. So everything is indeed playing out in divine timing for the feminine, okay? Your intuition and downloads, I mean, signs and synchronicities, signs, reminders, intuition, downloads, that's all ramping up here. And, because we have the High Priestess, a divine feminine card here, that's what the High Priestess represents, is this intuition, this sense of knowing, this sense of clairvoyancy, this sense of clairaudiency, this sense of clairsentiency, knowing, the inner knowing. the feeling, right? Trusting the feeling, divine feminine. Everything reaching harmony and resolution. So wherever you felt stuck, feminine, this is what's being pushed through for you on this 1221 portal. Wherever you felt stuck, wherever you felt like you couldn't find the answers or it didn't make sense, right? Or it's like you may have felt as though it's almost like you felt like you were spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. That's all going to be resolved. There's going to be peace coming into these situations, whether it involves your finances, your health, your relationships with family or friends, your identity, your path, your destiny, all of those things. It's like there's this energy of just surrender and allow it to be. Call on your guardian angel, call on your light team, call on your guides to assist you because they want to help you. They want to see you grow. They want to see you thriving. They don't want to see you struggling or just surviving. You didn't come here to just survive. And I know the 3D matrix can trick you and to make you think that you came here just to survive. But in reality, feminine, you came here to thrive. You came here to succeed. You came here to experience joy and bliss and ecstasy. And it's just we've been taken so far away from that we started to believe that, well, that's all there is, right? That's all there is what we've been shown, what we've been given. That's not the case. Let's pull a card or two from the Whispers of Love deck. I don't know about you guys. I got suddenly tired right before I went to do this reading. So this is going to be a shorter reading. Probably just pull a few more cards. I'm like exhausted all of a sudden. Let me know if you're feeling that. It's like I felt this really peaceful energy today and now I'm just crashing. But it's not a bad energy. I'm just really tired. Let me know if you guys are experiencing that because wow, girl might need to get to bed early tonight. The Union of Hearts. Oh, my loves. My sweet, sweet divine feminines. A love connection that defies explanation. This is it. This is our story. This is the story of the twin flames. It defies connection. It defies this 3D reality. It defies logic. It defies reasoning. And yet it exists and it's real. And I think this is for those feminines who need to be reminded of, including myself, that this connection is real. It's real. It's valid. It doesn't just exist in your memory or in your heart. This is a real divine destined love connection. And you can see it's almost like I see them as being trees and here are the branches. So the roots have been planted. The roots have been set in this year. In 2021, I'm already thinking it's 2021. I'm already in that energy of 2021. I'm already feeling it, embodying it, embracing it. And I wonder if you are too. It's like the energy of 2021 sees the branches growing, right? The bond growing stronger. You know, we think that the absence will make the heart grow, you know, to forget. But in this particular connection, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Absence makes you love deeper. Absence makes you, as you find yourself on this journey, as you become one with yourself and you heal and you grow and you work and you go through the dark nights, and you experience the loneliness and the sense of loss and the isolation, you also experience the freedom, the joy, the ecstasy, the bliss of becoming one with your own soul. And in that inner knowing, and in that place of aligning yourself with your highest timeline and your destiny, your physical counterpart is able to walk back into your life, to reunite. You can see their hearts are touching. So when you give a heart hug, if you've ever noticed, some people will hug, you're hugging on, like you want to hug heart to heart. So it's right side to right, or sorry, left side to left side. You want to hug heart to heart. And that's where you can truly connect from the heart space. And it will feel differently. So this is a connection that you can't let go of. So people ask me sometimes, how do you know if it's your twin? Well, if it's a connection that you truly can't let go of, and it's different than a toxic connection, like those connections you feel like you can't let go of because it's based on a wound that hasn't healed and that person represents that wound. It's different with a twin flame connection because you feel like they're home. And no matter what you do, you move on with your life, they're always just sort of there. They're in your mind, they're in your thoughts, they're in your space, they're in your heart, they're in your soul, they are your soul. It's impossible to forget them. It's impossible to simply just move on. Let's see if there's a message from your beloved. Is there a message from the beloved? A message from the beloved. They want you to appreciate the moments, feminine. I feel this is also, you know, sometimes it feels like stolen time, right? Stolen moments that you've gotten to spend with your masculine in the past because of situations you or they might have been in. So you didn't have a lot of time. Time was really valuable. So it's like they're saying, I remember the moments, I appreciate all the time that we were able to spend together. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. I feel like the masculines are really appreciating time. They're appreciating moments right now, and they're spending time with themselves. And what they're doing in that time is there's like the Six of Cups nostalgic energy here of remembering the love, remembering the bliss, remembering the joy, remembering how it felt like how they wanted it to go on forever when they were with you. And we also have practiced compassion. Like they didn't want that time to end. I see that. I sense that. They wish it never had to end every time that you came together in the physical. See things from a fresh perspective. Practice compassion. This is definitely that inner child healing. There's a little girl energy here. It's interesting. It's like this woman's looking at this shell, this beautiful shell, this pearl, and then this woman's looking at this bird, the winged messenger, but she's got a squirrel on her back. You know, she's got a butterfly in her hair, the leaves surrounding her, and she's got the eggs and the shells in her hair. So there's a deep divine connection to nature here. The masculines, they're practicing forgiveness of self, forgiveness of the karmic situations, forgiveness of the divine feminine, for opening them up, waking them up, because when you woke them up and then they couldn't just go back to living the way that they did, they couldn't go back to being asleep. And at first they were angry, they were pissed, and now they're learning to have more compassion, to realize it was always meant to be this way. And now they're grateful and thankful that you did wake them up from that deep slumber, because now it's like they understand that you love them so much that you knew that by waking them up that it might push them away, but you did it anyway because that's what you contracted to do in this lifetime. That was a soul contract, and that you lit the way, you illuminated their path, and they're grateful for that now. What about a message from the feminine to the masculine? Message from the feminine to the masculine. Listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. So the feminine wants the masculine to know at this time that maybe in the past you felt like they weren't really listening, like they couldn't see your point of view or your perspective. And so you felt like unheard. You didn't feel like you were being cherished or respected, or your thoughts. You didn't feel like they couldn't put themselves in your shoes. And it's saying, please listen with your heart and not your head. Like, get out of your head, divine masculine, get into your heart space. That's where you'll find me. If you listen with your heart, that's where you're going to find me. Open your heart again, because that's where I reside. And that's where I've always been. That's where I'll always be. So guys, I'm going to end the reading there. I'm really, really tired. I send you guys a lot of love, and I'll see you again tomorrow for some more readings. Very excited to continue these readings through the month of December, continue doing multiple readings each day. I'm really, really enjoying this thoroughly. And I hope you guys are too. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you to all my moderators, to anyone who's ever donated to the channel, to anyone who's expressed love, to anyone else on this channel or who's helped someone else along the way. You guys are all seen, heard, valued, respected, and deeply appreciated. I love you all so much, and I'll see you soon. Good night.